Hi everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes Weekly Webisodes. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today I've got some really cute Easter things to show you. So from our friends at Hardy Crafts, we've got easy 3D toppers. I just love these little guys. They're just little toppers that you stack with foam tape, and they make a wonderful card focal. We've also used them on a few other things, so I can't wait to show you what we did. So come play with us. So I'm going to start off with this first batch here. This first one is called Flowers and Bunnies, and I'm going to show you how these work, but these have got these cute little vintage bunny scenes, perfect for Easter. Then we've got spring bouquets, and then we've got cute bunnies. Now there's 10 designs, each one have 3 layers each, so I'm going to show you exactly how these work. So here I've got some from, let's see, which one is this one from? I forget. This one's from Cute Bunnies. I love that they're all 10 are individually packaged. So let me show you, grab these. All right, so this is how they come. They're all lovely and individually packaged, all 3 layers, so there's none of that punching them out, cutting them out, figuring out which layer goes with which, because they're all numbered or maybe not numbered. These are just wonderful, and they're die cut perfectly. I've never found one that was offset or that had a white edge around it or anything. So you've got your 3 little pieces here. So I'm going to show you first how to do the little stacking on these. I just like to use these little foam tape squares, but any foam tape will work. And you're going to start off with your largest piece, that is your main base piece. And then this middle layer usually takes up a portion of that one, like this. I'm just going to take a couple of these little foam squares, and we're going to put that right there. Pull these off, and then you just align really with the edges, like that. Oops, a little bit off on that side. I can just lift this up. All right, and then this piece right here goes along the bottom. Let's see, how does that work? Right there. I'm going to take 2 more little squares, just like this. Pull off those little backing pieces, and we're going to align those leaves and flowers. Okay, so then that's easy enough. So then what are you going to do with these? So I have got a 5 by 5 inch card here. Okay, and I have covered it with, here we go, paper from Lilacs in Bloom paper pack. I use the 12 by 12 version of this paper pack. We also have it in 6 by 6. And then I took a little chipboard piece. This is the Fancy Rectangles chipboard, okay, and you get 6 pieces in here. We're going to make ourselves a card that is also a magnet. Okay, so what I did was I covered my little chipboard, put glue on it, covered it with a piece of paper, turned it over, took my little scissors, trimmed that with the end. And then I did a little tiny bit of inking with a little light purple ink pad. Now, on the back of this, I have put a couple of magnets, but if you don't have button magnets handy, how many of you have these fridge magnets that you just get for advertisers? This one happened to be in a box of tea. I can cut this up, or I can use the whole thing. This one's a little large, but I could just cut off pieces of that, glue it on the back of that. Why not make a really cute, pretty magnet, right? So after you got your magnet on there, then you just want to take a few pieces of the same foam tapes. Now you want to make sure that your foam tape is actually as tall or taller than your magnets. So I put 2 layers of foam tape on here, because if I just put one, the foam tape wouldn't connect. All right, so why the foam tape and the magnets? So you can send this to somebody or give this to somebody, and then they can just pull that right off, okay? And then they'll have a cute little magnet to put on their fridge, okay? So I've also, on my 5 by 5 card, added some thin line glitter Dazzle stickers. Okay, these are the purple ones. And if you haven't seen these before, you just peel these right off like this, and then you just lay them down on your card, and I just made them cross at the corners. Very simple. All right, so we've got our bunny here, and I'm just going to take a little bit of Cosmic Shimmer Specialist Acrylic Glue, our favorite around here. Just put a couple dots, it doesn't take a lot. We're going to put that right there, and then I'm going to use my purple ribbon pack and put a bow right about there. So I'm going to use that same glue. We're just going to hold that in place and attach that. So you've got this really cute little magnet card. Now, how will they know it's a magnet? I would just write on the inside of the card, just in the little corner there, and just like, hey, pull off the front and it's a magnet. And that way everybody will know that you're giving them a little permanent gift with your card. So now I'm going to use some of these jeweled Dazzle stickers, these little round ones, and I'm going to use my little jewel picker. And if you've not seen this before, it's got two ends of just kind of this tacky little end here. And what we can do is just take a couple of these, and we're going to just put those in the corners right there. I love how easily this picks up. I used to use an X-Acto knife to kind of pop them up and get under them. And now, that still works fine too. Here we go. This one I got a little bit too high. Oh, of course now it doesn't want to come off. I put it down so well. There we go. All right, and we can also just take a couple of little of these and put them in the corners right here. And just embellish our little chipboard pieces. And I always like to do this after I get this little focal 3D topper on there, because you never know where you're going to need these so that they'll show. There we go. And put one under the bow here. Maybe one right there. Oops, I lost one. Come on, you. Not wanting to pick up. There we go. All right, so I've got my little Dazzle stickers on there, and that one's all done. I just have to wait for my bow to dry for going ahead and giving. All right, so now I wanted to show you another way to use these cute little guys, and that is, here we've got our spring bouquet. Take all these out. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful little packets of flowers and tulips and roses and daisies and irises, and those aren't irises, those are, what are those, everybody? There's those little things that pop up in the spring. And we're going to show you now how to use these individually instead of stacking them, so you can do different things with them. So here I've got my 6.5 by 5 inch card, and I'm using the Lacy Coral paper pack. I'm using this dark brown and also this border paper right here. All right, so I'm going to add some glue. Tack this down. Come on, glue. I think I've got a little clog. I'm going to get my declogging tool. Good old-fashioned paper clip. Go. And then, do you ever have to remember when you cover a card to make sure you've got the fold at the top? I can't tell you how many times I've glued something on upside down because I didn't keep track of where my fold was. There we go. And I've added a little greeting here. This is from More Greeting Dazzle stickers, and they come in different finishes. And I have used the one that's stuck behind the gold one. Here we go. And it's kind of this beautiful coppery brown color. Go. All right, so now I've got this beautiful rose collection here, and I'm going to show you how to use this without stacking it and without using foam tape. So first thing we're going to do here is put our roses. I think I'm going to put this one kind of face down. We're going to make sort of a little border with that. Here we go. That. And we've got this one right there. So yeah, I think that's the way we're going to go. A couple of dots of glue. Now this one you could put in either direction. I think I like it with the little white flowers going up. And I want to cover these stems right here. I'm just going to do like that. And then we've got this last one right here. Got a little piece of foam tape. Put on that, and I'm going to put that one right there. And now I've got some brown ribbon from our brown ribbon set. And I'm going to pick up this brown color that's here and also in the Dazzles. So I'm just going to put that right there. There's a nice spot between those two, the bud and the flowers. And you'll notice too on these wonderful little 3D toppers, they've got little bits of glitter on them. This one has like gold glitter. Just really well done. All right, and then, so that's that one collection that we've got here. Let me show you these other really adorable ones. So we've got little Easter chicks, or chickens, vintage Easter, Easter baskets, Easter bunnies, and Easter lambs. So cute. So let's start off with this first one. This one was from Easter chickens. I used a center step card on this one. So if you're not familiar with center step cards, you get them in, they're already pre-folded, everything is done, you just get the fun of decorating them. There's 5 in a pack with 5 envelopes, and this right here is even a little pattern when you turn it over so that you can trace the pattern and cover everything. To cover my card, I used this gingham number 2 6x6, which I find is just the perfect amount to cut down here. From one little sheet of this gingham, because it's got 2 sides, it's got a bigger print and it's got a tiny print. So from one sheet, I glued this here and then cut off little strips to put on those little side panels. And then I used a strip of this coordinating pink cardstock along the bottom. And then I brought in some of those gold thin line glitter Dazzle stickers, and I put those along the top and the bottom here. And I just wanted to add these doilies. This is a 4-inch round doily. I think there's like 20 in here in a pack. And these make just a really great base for all of these. I think they're just the really perfect size. So I just glued the doily there, stacked my little Easter chick, all 3 layers with foam tape. Then for my greeting here, I've got these every holiday greeting Dazzle stickers, which are new for us. And there's a white one in here somewhere. Somewhere. They always go missing when I'm trying to find that one color. Well, you'll have to take my word for it. They're in here somewhere. There's a white color in there. So I used the Happy Easter there. And then we've got these adorable little sprinklets. These are little Easter egg sprinklets. And I just glued a couple among these eggs here and then some down each border. You could also use these, they're so cute, to make a little shaker card. All right, that's how that one goes. Using that one. Oh, here they are. Here's the white ones. They got separated. All right. So for my last project here, I used, here is a little door hanger, if you will. And for this one I used, yes, this one is Easter baskets. So cute. Let me show you what's in these. I love the artwork on these, the vintagey looking. Some are really whimsical. This one has a little Easter basket with lambs. Beautiful, looks like dogwood. This is how I get myself into trouble. I like name the ones I know, and then there's tulips, daffodils, looks like irises. I still can't remember what those are. Crocuses. There we go. And cute. They all have little Easter bunnies or Easter eggs in them. So adorable. So I layered those together as just we did before with the foam tape. And then the paper pack that I used, I find it here in my pile of stuff. Here we go. I used the 12 by 12 Lilacs in Bloom paper pack again. And I also used some chipboard. So for my first layer, I used the Scalloped Squares chipboard, and I just inked that all the way around the outside edge with like a lavender ink pad. If you want to know what specific one I used, look in the drop-down menu below this video, and all the supplies are listed. And then I used the square chipboard right here, and I did the same. I covered that with patterned paper. And then before gluing it on there, I just took a little bit of this white lacy trims from 49 and Market. I used this big wide one, and I glued that around the square and then glued it to the scallop. Then I glued my little 3D topper there, added a little purple ribbon, and then I also added from Tiny Words and Phrases Dazzles, I added blessings. And then I added a little bow here of purple ribbon, and then on the back, I just glued another little strip of the same. Now, Debbie gave me a great idea for this. So this could be a door hanger, but what if you took what if you took some essential oil and you put a couple of drops on the back of this, and then you could hang it and it would smell wonderful in your house, in your bathroom, in your kitchen, wherever you wanted to, even put it in your car. Okay, so I thought that was a clever idea. All right, you guys, so we have got 2 money savers on this. We've got the one with the Easter chicks, and here we go, this little bundle right here of Easter chicks, and then we've got another bundle that has all the cute little bunnies and things like that with it. There we go. So I would encourage you to check that out. If you're watching this on our vlog page or our webisode page at paperwishes.com, just check us out, and the money savers are on the right hand side of the screen, and there's a drop down menu below the video where you can see all the products. There's also a photo gallery where you can get a close-up look at all these so you can make them at home. Click on the photo, there's supply lists. If you're watching us on YouTube, look below this video in the description box. You'll find a link to Paper Wishes, and it'll take you right to our Webisodes page, so you'll see everything that I just described. Thanks for joining me today. Happy Easter, and I'll see you next time.